In this video, we're going to prove that any real number times 0 equals 0. Now, it seems like this obvious statement that we obviously know is true, but how can we prove it using properties that we already know? These are the fundamental properties of real numbers that we're going to assume we know, and we're going to use these to prove the statement. And so you probably learned these back in like middle elementary school time, but the ones that are going to be important for this proof are going to be that we have this identity, which we have in addition and under multiplication, where you apply it to a number and it basically leaves it unchanged. So we have that in addition, and then we also have this cancellation property where if two things are equal, we can basically cancel them out. So those are going to be the most important as well as some of the other ones so that we can prove this statement. So let's start by writing our statement down. We know we were trying to prove that a times 0 equals 0. So we have to somehow derive a sequence of statements that results in getting this equal to 0. And so the first thing that we can do is we can say that a times 0 equals a times 0 plus 0. And the reason we can do that is because we know we have this additive identity, because we know 0 equals 0 plus 0 by the additive identity. Okay, so now that we have this, we can use the distributive property, and we can distribute this a times 0 in. And we can bring this down as well. And so now we have this. And then so now we can use the additive identity again, because we know that on this side we can add a 0, and we can say 0 plus this a times 0 equals a times 0 plus a times 0. And so now we can use the cancellation property, and since we know that these two are equal to each other, we can say that the other two things are also equal to each other. And so by the cancellation property, we get that 0 equals a times 0. Okay, and so there we go. We use these properties, and we get this final answer of a times 0 equals 0. So we're done. Even though this seems like a really simple example, it shows how we can use like a direct proof to start with our statement, use known properties to come to our conclusion. So now you know anything times 0 equals 0. Thanks for watching.